I don't mind that. That's the first bit of good play from McTominay actually with a football. It's a good block. That's a fucking ball from Fabio Vieira. That would have been a decent one. Would have made the scoreline look a bit better, I'll tell you. Like you, man. You look like you'd be all right. I can't rely on you, but okay, be all right, man. Shambolic. Keep the standards. As I was praising Fabio Vieira, take a yellow card, Smith Rowe. Take a yellow card. Thank you, Vieira. But where's everyone else? 4 minutes of added on time. Standards. You've lost the game. Like, don't let them score another one. Just standards now. So already, it would have been better to lose 2 on standards. Jesus. I like that from Freddie. Recognize it was his Brazilian brother. I think the players seem limited. I don't know if it's a development thing, but no one broke up this game in our favor. No star quality. You sign up for these games. You sign up for scenarios like this when you don't do certain things in the transfer market, man. And there was also naiveties. United have been less naive than us. United have won their individual battles. As I said, for me, the first 10 minutes, United were better than us. I think first, going back to the first half, I feel we was on it for the last 25 minutes. I feel there was a passage where we had our tails up in the second half. Saka had an effort that went wide. Odegaard missed a tap in essentially. Obviously, it ended up with Saka scoring. That's never a pen. Apart from that, we ain't really been in it, and we've just been terrible on the transition. United have done some poor things and got on away with it because we've been worse. Smith Rowe's gone over there. I feel in the first half, we were getting forward and we just weren't really creating much in the final third. Now we've opened us and we've just been terrible on the transition. I think tactically, Mikel Arteta has probably made some mistakes. Players have been poor and showed naivety and inability to fix it in game. But at the same time, Gabriel and the centre-backs, they're too far apart. Gabriel in the first half is all over the shop. Zinchenko doesn't read the danger for the first goal. For Rashford's one, Zinchenko, Lokonga, even Gabriel Jesus, it's a stray pass. They've cut us open in 2 passes. Same way we cut them open in 2-3 passes for the disallowed goal. They've done that. Anytime a team can do that to you, you're in problems. And we spoke about the counter-attack. We spoke about the transition. We've conceded 3 identical goals, Obviously, I don't want to, my cousin who blocked me the last time United lost is probably going to be calm now and unblock me. But, oh gosh. Okay, we got calm. We have to hold our licks to Man United. We lost, we lost. It happens. We move. There's 5 wins and one loss. Let's not overreact. Let's just hold our licks. Same way everyone wants to shut up. These things have been there. I keep saying it. Apart from the Bournemouth game where we was brilliant, because by default, these things have been there, bro. Majority of the game against Palace, defensively against Leicester, Fulham game, Aston Villa game. There's been little bits and pieces that we've needed to learn to take us into this game, and games like this just simply highlight it. As for United, you've got to give, you give the rivals their credit. Their game management's been good. Dark Horse has been elite, just like now, wasting the hell out of every minute. They've won the majority of their individual battles. They've got the 3 points. They've been more clinical than us in front of goal. I don't think Gabriel Jesus, he can count himself unlucky. I think he's been good, but that's a ball from him to Eddie. Good strength by Eddie. Good defending by Malasa. I don't think Jesus has been given anything to work with. I think the midfield is just in disarray, and we lost our discipline. Don't know what Fabio Vieira's on there, but that sums it up, really and truly. I think certain players are not trenches. I think we could have changed the system. I think it was a game for Tomiyasu. I think it was a game to put Zinchenko in the middle. I think there was too much gaps in the first half. I feel, we're just going long a lot of the time. When we were on the ball, we weren't cutting them up in the final third. I just feel we've got no connection. You say rude awakening. That can't be a rude awakening for anyone that's actually watching football. Congratulations to Man United and whatnot. I've told you, lot. It's nice to win 5 games. Football is like ecstasy. The same way we've lost 1 game, we're still top of the league, even though we're not winning it. Don't get excited and start crying now. It's just something to build upon. You've given yourself a good platform, going into this game by taking advantage of the others. Big up Anthony and Rashford, We move in it. You react against Everton. A big problem of us last season was game management, a big reason. was game management. Our big reason was also our ability to show flexibility with tactics, and also able to react. You need to react against Everton. This game's gone. Credit to United. You know, the Old Trafford curse keeps going. You have to hold your banter. We lost the social media derby. Congratulations to them, man. You know, but for us, it's just so much more. There's just so much more. You know, there's just so much more. There's only a couple of players that I can really say I can't ask you anything more. I think our players were kind of naive. We're very naive out there. I think we were fed to the wolves. Tactically, I think Arteta was naive. I feel, you know, Zinchenko offers a lot in midfield, but he switched off defensively. And it's not just him. It's gone from one side until the other. You know, you can get away with it in certain games. Obviously, the squad is limited. We just have to react. Hold your L. We go again, in it. Like, we've lost. Allow that, man. Allow that. Deal with the spammers, please. I should be in charge instead of Arteta. Down, man. He's got credentials. I could never be disrespectful. Lovely to see the Brazilian link up between these lads. You know, we pressed the self-imploding button, really. You know, we self-imploded. It's as simple as that as well. As good as United were, I think, you know, they got it. I think, you know, I look at the first 10 minutes. Really, could we have changed that? I look at the little period in the second half. Could we have changed that? But there's nothing we can do now apart from go again. Told you lot not to get excited. We've got 5 wins, a loss. We've got a good platform to keep building on. All you got to do is keep moving now. I don't want no one feeling sorry for themselves. Personally, I think if you've watched Man United this season, I personally feel if you've watched Man United this season, you would obviously have known that on the counter-attack would be issues. And for the gaffer, you know, it's one thing changing things when everything's going wrong. Could you have went to a back three? Could you have tried certain things? I mean, you're kind of damned if you do, damned if you don't. There was individual mistakes. There was naivety across everyone. We pressed the self-implodement button. United were good in many aspects. We had chances, man. We had chances. You know, in the first half, for a large part of the first half, you know, it was Saliba's effort where it went over and he showed why he's a centre half, and Gabriel is shooting and that. And obviously Martinelli's goal was disallowed. He then had a header. He then had a header. You know, there's a couple. They weren't enough, really. I did think even in the first half, we're going forward. When we woke up, we're going forward and we're splitting them, but we're not throwing any punches. Like, what De Gea had a handful of saves to make today. And the first half, United had 5 shots, 3 on target. We had 8 shots, 1 on target. By the percentages, that's that, innit? Of course, goals change games. I mean, you have to give it to them United players. How they never got yellow cards more often. I don't know how Lisandro Martinez, McTominay, Melanza, a lot of them got away with it still, but it is what it is, man. You know, it is what it is. It is what it is in that regards, man. You know, you have to hold your L, man. You know, man said the Arsenal pack ain't good. Fair enough, man. You know, you got to take it. The midfield's killing, bro. It's killing, bro. Jesus is dropping too deep. He's working out wide. Even when we're winning games and we're mashing up teams and things, he just ain't getting no service like that. Ultimately, the mentality as well. Of course, I'm reaching a bit, but I'm not saying they're wrong. But personally, I didn't like the whole like Xhaka and Odegaard running to try bad up the ref. Like, I hear it, and I'm not disagreeing with it. But at halftime, at that moment, it doesn't help that. Leave that to the coaching staff. Fucking get in. You know, that's where I'm vexed. You know, we lost to United. I can deal with it. We beat them last time. They beat us. This is the Premier League. I'm frustrated because games like this, games like Old Trafford and these sort of games there, you need to just leave that pitch knowing you had no regrets. And I think every player will have regrets. Some did better than others, but you've got to earn the right to win. You have to react to setbacks, which we did to get ourselves back in at 1-1. As I said, if you can't win, don't lose. Last time we played Man United at their place. We took the lead. There's not too many games that in the Premier League you can take the lead and not walk away with 3 points and expect to have a season you want. If you can't win, don't lose. If you just judge it on it wasn't our day. We weren't really that good in the first half. VAR was on to us. We got ourselves somewhat back in it. It looked like there was a bit of a belief. We got that 1-1. That's when you need to hold on to that, walk away, and we think about what we could have done better, and we go against Everton. These are what the players need to go for. And I would say it's a sobering thought for any fan that sits there and is talking about league challenges and things like that. And to be honest, I don't think I'm negative or positive. It's just situations like this. I love to say, I told you so, because you're not. It's only when we lose, not that I want it, is that people can see these issues. That was there against Leicester. That was there against Villa. That was there against Brighton. Being a bit harsh, that was there against Palace. Them things there. It's just the result that's different. The devil's in the details. This is why I tell you, look, watch the games twice. You know, And it's annoying on the topic of naivety, not keeping our discipline at time, not doing the base. And what I mean by discipline is fucking being in position. All three goals are identical. The second and third from us, and I'm only vexed at us. That's terrible. That's terrible. You know, Ericsson gave it to Rashford. They could have fucking waited for De Gea to get in there. Naive. Everyone's over the shop, and some of it is circumstantial. Some of it's due to the tactics. Some of it is due to what we've got ahead of us and in front of us with the transfer market. But wait, there's some players are kind of limited still. Like you, especially away from home. Defending is defending, but you need eights that can control the game. Like, well, our fucking left back is doing that. I know Zinchenko goes inside there, but Zinchenko is doing that. You need midfielders that can hold on to the ball. We've not got any real dynamism. We haven't really got that upper echelon of talent. And to be honest, that's all dead because from now till January, we can pattern something, but on the sporting front, that's irrelevant. So it is what it is. Just have to hold the L. I'm disappointed in ourselves. You know, of course, I don't want to lose to United. It's social media derby, but this is football. I'm disappointed in ourselves because we pressed the self-imploding button. And this is what I mean when I say no matter how good Arsenal are, we pressed that self-imploding button. Like last season in the grand scheme of fighting for top four. So, yeah, man. I mean, to be honest, you know, there's probably millions of years of footage of United scoring counter-attacking goals. So even if you knew nothing about United this season or Ten Hag, anytime United play against us, you know, mainly, especially during the Emirates Stadium, there's been, you know, just bare sucker punch counter-attacks. The days of Rooney, Park Ji-sung and Ronaldo and that. All you can do is go again. At least Saka scored. We bust a little case, you know. At least I can console myself with the fact that Odegaard should have had a goal, even though I'm reaching. But we shot ourselves in the foot, man. You know, we looked very good in stages, but across the course of 90 minutes, we didn't do enough. And there's going to be games where we play amazing, we don't get nothing. Games we don't deserve nothing and we get something. Games like this where you don't get anything. So this is what these boys need to learn, man. Some players are limited. Some players, for me, are not the trench babies. Again, Tomiyasu's working his way back and no one deserved to be dropped. But again, the preview, I said it, counter-attack. You need your best defender in that team. Big up Saliba, but it's Tomiyasu and Tierney. And the aspect of defending, just purely defending. Don't forget, no matter how much the game progresses and Zinchenko's doing his thing at left back for us and Trent, some hybrid centre mid, and all of these things, and Dani Alves was a pioneer, you still got to be able to defend. And it's nothing to do with Zinchenko because it starts on the right-hand side, but there's no, you go and look at the goal that Anthony scored. He's only clocked what's going on when it's too late. So it's just frustrating that it's naiveties in that regards, but it is what it is. And I would say at times we didn't know whether to stick or twist, but there were some good periods from us in that game. There were some periods that were clearly not too good, you know, which you clearly saw. We lost 3-1, conceded 3 goals. So 3 very identical goals. So that's for the manager because you're the one who set them up, but also the players. You know, the best players are the best thinkers, you know. You kept hearing me say 0-0. Were they doing that? I guess we'll have to find out. But yeah, you know, as I said, had we have won, should not get excited with 6-6 or, you know, whatever it is, 5-1 now. You shouldn't get too excited. Hold your L's, talk about our limitations and our needs to improve. There is still some positives. There is a lot of football to be played. We just need to keep it moving. Prepare for Everton. When is Everton? Next week. In fact, forgive me if I'm wrong, it's 2 games next week. You got Europa League where obviously Smith Rowe, Eddie, Fabio Vieira, these sort of players will probably start, Matt Turner. And then you've got Everton, and Everton haven't had the best of seasons. They're not going to give a crap about what you lot are doing. So, yeah, man, I would say for some fans that live in La La Land, I guess it's dream world. And I guess it's time for United fans to dream. What's that? 4 on the spin now. Dream debut from Anthony. Looks a very good player. I would say for him, be a bit more direct. You're a skillers, but it's not going to help no one doing bare skills in front of people. It is what it is. As I said, we'd have our day. You've seen United, Chelsea, Spurs, City, definitely Liverpool. They've all dropped points across the course of this season, and we was going to be no different, you know. We played 6 games. There's 32 Premier League weeks to be played. There's a lot of football. Whether this squad is good enough, we're going to have to see what narrative is written. But, yeah, man, I would say that's my post-game thoughts still, if I'm honest. Post-match thoughts. Sorry, folks, for making a timestamp. Where's my phone as well? Because I know I'm going to be getting trolled. Wait, why? Listen, fuck you, man, because you know why? I'm never hiding. I'm always front lining. You know my thing. You man do the you man are hiding and shit. When you lot teams lose, you man do the hiding thing. I'm active. My face is on YouTube. Sorry, people. It needs to be done. Mate, the way you're shit, bro. You're a shit baller, so I don't care. There, episode youths, man. There, episode youths. Bro, who are you laughing at, bro? You are my guy. Here's